guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and today I'm going to be doing a psychic reading on Raynell Stewart, known as Supa Scent or Wuzzam Supa by a lot of people. She is from New Orleans, Louisiana, and she is a beauty mogul, a very powerful lady who has worked very hard in her career. She is known to have earned at least close to $1 million, if not 1 million or more, you know, in just, if I'm not mistaken, on a Black Friday for her makeup case, the crayon case makeup palette that she created. And so one of my fans reached out to me this week and wanted me to do a psychic reading on her, and I found her energy very intriguing. And basically there's a lot of rumors that are going on that she was hospitalized because she had lost her memory, and a lot of people, there are rumors that since she is in New Orleans and it is known as a mecca of, you know, magic, voodoo, Haitian, all types of magical, it's a magical place, that maybe some magic was done against her. And so again, a lot of people will run with stories and will sort of, you know, sensationalize things and take them to the next level. But I'm going to be here to give you the tea, to tell you exactly what I see from Spirit for Raynell, from now until, you know, from here throughout 2019 and beyond, whatever's coming through for her. So immediately I will start off by saying she's a very powerful lady, and I'm not talking about just being an entrepreneur and a business owner, but she is very spiritually powerful. I do see that she has magical abilities. That's coming in very, you know, very on the forefront. I would not be someone that would want to mess with her in a negative manner, because I do feel like she has a lot of ancestral protection around her, and she does know a lot of things. And it would be common sense that she, you know, since she is from Louisiana, she is from New Orleans, that she would know a lot of this, and that's what I'm going to say. So yeah, she's a beautiful lady, but I definitely would not want to get on her bad side. And I do see that there's a lot of eyes on her, a lot of attention. There's people that are not necessarily, even though she is native to New Orleans, or some people say Nolans, you know, that they're not happy the fact that she has money and now she's moved up, you know. And a lot of people are rooting for you until you make it to the top, and then they stop rooting for you because they never want you to, they never want to see people more successful than they are. And that's just the mentality for some people. So when I tune into her energy, yeah, she does have a lot of people throwing psychic attack on her. There is magic being done on her. So that's not a lie. That is causing maybe her to feel it, you know, because no matter how much protection you have around you, as long as you are open, and she is someone that is very open to the spirit world, she is going to feel psychic attacks. She's going to feel people gossiping. She's going to feel bad energies around her, but she does have the protection to clear it out. And I do feel like she also has a group of people, a group of females that may be witches, or that may have some kind of, you know, connection with magic, that also are helping her. So it's like her inner circle that she has with her. Now, as far as like her recent health scare, she does have a lot of things that I'm not going to say I'm on here, because I respect, you know, I respect people's privacy when I read celebrities. But I will say that I'm not a doctor and I can't diagnose, but I do feel like a lot of her, maybe her memory issues, are not attributed mainly to that, but I do get some insufficiencies with vitamins in her bloodstream. I do get that she also may suffer from high blood pressure if she's not careful. There's a lot of different things. I feel like she's under an entire amount of stress. You know, because being a business owner, there's a lot of things that you you have people that are working for you, but then at the same time you have to also keep an eye on your business. And she also has a child, children, so she has to take care of that. And then she has a partner as well, so it's like she has different things that she has to really focus on. And I see new product development for her. She's going to be continuing to work hard. As far as her health, I will say this: it will get better. I don't see it getting worse. I feel like she's taking care of herself in every step of the way, and she has a good team of medical doctors that are watching over her, so she's going to be just fine. But I do see her working entirely hard on new projects. In addition to her beauty line, makeup line, she may come out with some skincare. There's also some things around fashion, so I feel like she's very fashion forward, and she may even come out with a clothing line or collaborate with someone at some point. There will be like a store. I keep seeing property rentals and connections to Atlanta, Georgia, and she may even go into the hair industry, like everything that's considered around fashion, beauty, and hairlines. She may come out with a certain product for hair, or even a weave, or some type of hair that you can buy. But definitely there's going to be more to her in creating. I see again her kind of working and looking at real estate properties, and so these are things that she is working very hard towards. And at the same time, she's going to be fully charging ahead. I don't feel like she's going to have too much downtime, even though yes, right now she needs to take some time off. She's going to be going straight into work and getting things cleared out. And New Orleans will always have a special place in her heart, but I don't know if she lives there, because like I said, I don't know anything about her other than she's a beauty mogul, and she's from New Orleans. But I see her living in a different area other than New Orleans, and I keep seeing like Atlanta, Georgia for some reason, and then I see California. Those would be two of the areas that she may travel to, or even acquire some real estate, or have like homes there, or spaces where she can go and travel to and from. So I see that with her. I also see her kind of getting more into her spirituality, even more so now as she's gotten older. She's still young, but I'm saying now that she's an adult, there's going to be a lot more focus on her spiritual work. And so she's entering a time right now where Spirit is telling her, these little hunches and little intuitions that you're getting, you need to trust those, because that's Spirit talking to you and letting you know that that is what's going on, and that it's not your imagination. She has already some insight and some inner knowing about people around her that may not be good members of her team, or may have ulterior motives, but she's trying to kind of let them see, trying to let them show their true colors to her. My advice from Spirit would be to just trust your intuition and cut those friendships or relationships off, and avoid having to go through any drama early on. But again, that's going to be up to her and her own decisions. As far as like having another child, I feel like that would be a very high risk. So I'm not seeing any more children for her in the future. Again, this is just what I see from Spirit, but I'm being told that it would be a high risk. I also see her undergoing some type of medical cosmetic procedure. This could be around the chest area. This could be another part of her body, like lipo or something like that. But she is going to definitely be going through something. And Spirit is being very cautious with that, and letting her know that probably to stop that, not to go forth with that, because there's a lot of dangers that are associated with these cosmetic procedures, or with these medical procedures that that you are tempted to do. If it requires putting you under anesthesia, then you really should be very careful, because even though you may come out of it fine, down the road there's a lot of repercussions and a lot of conditions that can develop from having these cosmetic procedures, or any kind of enhancements that she would be going through or getting. But I definitely see that, and again, Spirit is just wanting her to kind of be on the lookout for that, and just have a level of awareness on that. Her struggles are far from over. I feel like her path to fame and having fortune, it's coming with a price. And even though she has magical protection around her, there's still a lot of snakes that are around that want to take her down. And I see a lot of deception coming from people that are probably competitors, people that are also in the beauty community, people who are just jealous. There's just going to be jealousy anywhere you are. If you're successful, there's going to be people that comes with the territory. So I will say this, that she does need to be careful again with lawsuits, because I see her involved in legal matters. I see that coming up, and it's something that it's just, you can't avoid it. I feel like she can't avoid it, and just needs to be careful with that. There's also a male that would be in prison or that is in the jail that she has very fond feelings for, and I feel like this male may reach out to her or reconnect with her. I don't know if this is a family member, but it's coming through as a troubled male who has had a lot of problems in his life and feels very strong connection to Raynell. So again, this would be something that I feel like is coming up, and she's going to be receiving unexpected communication or word from somebody else that this person may want to see her or talk to her, and there's a special message that is going to be shared or given. There's a lot of traveling for her, a lot of meetings, conferences, things that are going to keep her very busy over the next year into 2 years from now. Again, deception is coming up from spirit. They're showing me, and it's a warning almost to her, but in a good way, that she just needs to be very careful, because again, there's a lot of people that don't have her best interest in hand, and they want to see her fail. They want to kind of, steal her joy. But ultimately, it's going to be up to her to really tune into her own intuition and listen to that and keep going. She's going to also be, by February, I know that's her birthday. I believe she is an Aquarius, if I'm not mistaken, but her birthday around February, there is a major life decision, something that she's going to be faced with, and I feel like this may be centered around her relationship. That's the way that it is coming through. So it's very possible that she is going to either separate, or there's going to be some kind of heartache that goes around from all of this, and so we will probably not know too much about it. She may keep it more secret to herself, but there is going to be heartbreak on the horizon for her, and this is something that I just feel like, even though there's loyalty now, in her relationship, there's things that she may be noticing. There may be discussions and arguments, and he may be tempted, whoever is close to her heart, her baby's father, may be tempted to go to a different with a different person. Again, there's going to be some issues here, and I keep seeing the letters N and A, so I don't know if there's somebody there like an N, the letter N, like Nancy, and that's an initial that I'm seeing pop up, and the letter A very strongly, but the letter A is coming up more strongly than the letter N. And these are initials to, I think, to someone that is going to be kind of messy and maybe trying to cause turbulence or turmoil in her love life, and they have ties to California, because I keep seeing California as well. Either they travel or they're in the beauty or entertainment industry. But again, there's just caution here, and she's going to have a lot of choices over the next 2 years to 3 years of different things, projects and things that she wants to do and develop. I feel like she's going to continue to give back to New Orleans in some kind of way. That's going to, like I said, always going to be her roots, no matter if she moves away from there or she lives in a different part of the U.S. or in another country. She's always going to give back to the community. But again, there's a lot of people in the community that don't really like the fact that she is succeeding, and a lot of men that don't like the fact that she's succeeding because she is a female. And typically a lot of males have these complexities that are just very twisted and dark, that they don't like a female standing in their own power, because to them it's a male dominated world. But in a male dominated world, she does stand very strong in her own power, and she has a lot of protection from her ancestors that are definitely on her side. But again, everything that she does magically, it does need to be rooted in light, not in darkness. So, if she was listening to this, Raynell, the message, I guess, that I would be giving you from Spirit here is that if you are doing any kind of magic, just make sure, because really and truly there is a balance in the world, and I know that you know that. So just be very, aware of your feelings, and if you're feeling not too good, or you're feeling sort of like some negativity, that would not be the ideal time to do any kind of work, or have anyone do work on you until you kind of cool off, because I feel like your temper could definitely fluctuate, because again, there's going to be a lot of stress factors. So that's what I would tell Raynell if she was sitting in front of me and I was having a psychic reading with her. She is going to enjoy the pleasures of her, or reap the pleasure of her rewards, and she's going to have fun. She's going to continue to blossom and come into her own empire and create that. And it's all about creation for her. Creating kind of is her purpose here on earth. Creating beauty, creating just music, and things like that. Anything that, and when I say her creating music, I'm like, there's a lot that she's going to be doing that we may not know, that she could be working on something else, but I see a lot of music being cathartic for her, helping her out, and she's going to attract good things to her. There is a lot of people that are really interested in her and wanting to know more about her, so everything is good. But she will be at a point, at some point in her life, where she's going to be feeling very lonely, and maybe like people on the outside don't get her, who the true Supa scent or Wuzzam Supa is. So again, this is just what I get from Spirit. I want to thank you all for tuning in. If you did like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, you can follow me at Psychic Medium Ray. And if you'd like to book a private psychic reading, you can visit my website. It's www.raymondguzman.net/shop. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing day or night wherever you are in the world.